In this video, we're gonna create a production order. We're gonna create a production order for the PC. First, we want to know which materials we need to use. We go to production, bills of material. In the production number, we fill in the code. It's P1 here. It's P10001, I think. There we get it, the PC. You see here all the necessary items we need for our production. This is for one PC. You need one network card, one hard disk, one monitor, one keyboard, one mouse, 2 memory, ROM. And you see here the L1001 is the quantity of 4. It has no item description, but it stands for the labor hours. So it needs 4 hours of labor to create the PC. Okay, now we got this. Before we go to production order, we want to see if we got enough stock. So we go to inventory, inventory reports, inventory status. We fill in the code C006 to C0011. That are the items used for our PC. You can look different warehouses, but we're gonna use everything. Okay. Here we can see the available, the ordered, the committed, and in stock. You see we have enough of all the materials, but it could happen the mouses were low and we had to order mouses before we could do the production order. So we can click on OK. The bills of materials are good, so we can click on OK. Now we know we have enough materials in stock. We can create the production order. We go to production order. We fill in the production code. It's P1002. You see here all the materials, the planned quantity. Autofilled is 1, but we want to create 15 because we already seen we had enough materials in stock. If we change that, it will be changed in the production order. So you can see 15 cards, 60 labor hours, 30 memory cards are needed. Because it's our 60 hours of work, let's say we give them 15 days. That should be enough, 1 PC a day. You can add a sales order if a sales order is connected to this production order. If you fill the sales order in, the customer will be auto-filled. You also can change the backflash to manual, but that is our mind. What maybe is something you need to know is here you see handmatig. It's Dutch for manual. This means we've manually created the production order, but this production order can also be created from other processes like MRP in SAP. So that's why they say manual, and here above also manual. Okay. Now our production order is ready, and you can click on it. Now production order has been set, its status is on planned. We go back to our planned order and you can see it's on planned. On planned means that we can change everything. You see here the backflash or manual. Backflash is mostly parts that are needed and can be changed. We can change, for example, the memory to manual, which means we can change this later on and be precise with the timing and quantity. So we can change it if we want later in the one. Normally, backflash items are required. If you create a special item like a PC, you need to have, let's say, a motherboard. Without a motherboard you don't have a PC, so that needed to be backflashed. Labor is always backflashed. You can see the labor cost can be changed. If we change it, we can change the status to planned to released. If we do this, we can change anything and the production order will be set into the business and the business can create our production order, our 15 PCs. So we update it and we say OK. Now we have released our production order, we can issue materials. We go to production order. Here we go back to our previous production order. Now if you can click on right click, you can issue components. You only can get this when your status is released. If it's still unplanned, you can issue components. So you click on issue components. Here are all components that are manual and not backflash. Here are memory cards. We can change to 31. We used one more. We can do that to see variances later on. You click on add. You cannot change this, you undo this, yes. So now on summary, you can see our variances. Here we've got a minus variance, and this is because we didn't report completion yet. After we reported completion, the variance will only be the additional cost. So this will be changed later on. Now we can click this back. After we issued our components, we can report it for completion. We go back to a production order. It doesn't have to be so big. We right click and you get report completion. You only get report completion if you release the production order. You can click on report completion. Here you can see the 15 PCs that will be updated in our stock. You can see here the type, complete. Complete means the production was successful and 15 PCs will be in our inventory. You also can choose reject. This means the production wasn't successful and the PCs that were created are no good. But if you do this reject, all the components will decrease and the PCs will increase in your stock. So we recommend to use a warehouse for rejects. This means if you reject these PCs, you don't want to add it in warehouse 1, but a warehouse 5 for rejects or something. But the PCs are complete, are okay, and we can just click on add. You're gonna change yes. Now we have added, we're ready, and the production order is ready, so we can go from released to closed. Update. After update, are you sure you want to close it? Yes.